without Carl?
No, I think he means he's equally rubbish.
Right. Brilliant.
Nothing changes.
Thanks, Dickers.
Yeah,
Beautiful Dick Meister. That's Feeder. Just the way I'm feeling on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis. Well, he's defying me. He's not calling in. We're going to give out his number, and he's not calling in. That's even more annoying. Who does he think he is?
I don't know who he thinks he is. I'll tell you what I'll tell you who he is.
Yeah.
He is a little bold Mancunian.
Let's never
That's
let him
who he
forget
is.
that.
I don't know who he thinks he is, but there's the fact.
Just, Carl, call in, because you're annoying me and Steve. He's been slagging you off as well, Steve.
Well, go on. What's
In the
he saying?
week, you know, he was slagging you off. I mean, in the week, I was joining in and laughing along, but now I'm thinking but now I'm thinking that you're more on my side than he is.
Thanks very much, Rick. I'm glad to see you've come round.
He said, I was in the pub with him and, Johnny.
All right, so there's a little audience. Good.
And he went, have you seen Men in Black 2? I went, no. He said, have you, Johnny? He went, no. He went, there's a thing in it that looks just like Steve. And I went, what? He went, it's a thing, he's got really gangly arms and bulbous eyes, and it just works really fast in the, Aliens registration thing. And I went, alright. I said, we'll bring that up Saturday. Since he's not here, you know, what do you think of that?
Well, the reason is that I think the problem I have with is this, that if I was to say things like that about Carl, I'd destroy him. He'd be a broken man after I'd finish with him.
Call in, Carl, or Steve's gonna say a few things about you.
I'm gonna get a couple of home truths out there.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Yeah, we were, you know, at the time I was joining in, we have been, you know, slagging you off on other things as well.
Sure,
But now I'm thinking, maybe
maybe you were wrong.
Maybe I was taking the mickey out of the wrong person behind their back.
Because the Night from Patti Smith, co-written, of course, with Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, it was a co-write, was
Yes,
it? I thought he wrote it. Oh,
yeah.
well, there you go, learning something. Learning something on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Claire Sturgis. No Carl. Well, Carl's annoyed me. He's not playing. He's not ill.
Another digit from the number?
Yeah, just do one more digit, Claire.
You serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Five.
Yeah, 5. Good.
5, so 1 5. Okay, great. We'll keep doing that. But I'll tell you what. The best revenge is living well.
Indeed.
Why don't we just do a brilliant remaining 50 minutes of show, and show the people that we don't need Carl.
High five. Let's do
Okay,
it.
you don't need Carl. Right, let's go. Starting now. Some brilliant stuff.
Oh,
You're gonna say something?
Yeah. No, I remember when I was growing up in Manchester.
No, you can't. Tell you what's funny to me. I'll tell you. XFM 2.9. I said no. I saw a weird thing. I saw we're in Leicester Square. I was coming through China. I saw a hairy Chinese kid.
No, I don't.
It was weird because they're not usually hairy, are they? Did I tell you about me Auntie Flora?
Is that supposed to be Manchester?
Did I by Eck as like? Did I tell thee about me Auntie Flora who shot herself for 3 hours once? Did I tell you? I don't. There was a woman born once.
You have to phone us. We've got nothing.
Oh God, he's so annoying, little twat. That's the new one from Blur. Out of time. Only 3 now. Probably had a sort of Carl equivalent who sort of thought, well, I can't be bothered. Graham Cox and they're probably at home listening to that.
Exactly.
Playing guitar, and they're calling so you could play along. He went, no, I'm ill.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ill. Come on, Graham, if you're playing, I can hear you playing guitar now. No, I'm ill.
Yeah. Have they replaced Coxon?
No.
They haven't replaced him?
No.
Oh, right.
Well, they probably will do when they go on tour, but I think they are essentially.
Well, I play guitar, I don't know.
That's true enough, you're pretty hot on the,
if, Diamond, you want someone to,
Oh, actually, Steve,
strum along?
in answer to your question, for the live dates, it's one of the blokes from the Verve. Ex-Verve, remember?
Did she interrupt me again?
I think so. I'm a fear in it.
God, I can't
think I was talking.
Yeah, I don't know if you
But, you know, I might be mental, but I think I was talking.
Claire, when's your radio show on? When do you host a radio show?
Am I allowed to plug it?
Go on,
Yeah, go on.
just tell us.
Monday to Thursday, 9 PM.
Well, maybe we'll
Interesting.
come along and start talking over you.
No, I'm just wondering, Rick, I'm just wondering, who's listening at that time?
My mum,
we've got a
listening.
prime time which everyone is sat at home listening on a Saturday afternoon, Claire.
Yeah.
It's one of the best radio
Yeah, no
slots
one's
in the
going
business.
to football matches or shopping or anything like that.
No.
I want a piece of the action. I need it.
Yes.
I need
Well, you've got it.
And, they're playing a few dates here and there. Old Blur, Blur.
Good.
And that's off their new album, probably, with all the other songs and that.
Rick, I was watching TV last night. I just, it might have been during the Monkey Show, actually, I'm not sure, but there was an advert, and it reminded me of a little crush that I just felt I should express, because I wonder if, you know, I've often used the platform in the past to just express my feelings for people.
Yeah.
And I realised now, for many, many years, I've had a big crush on the Scottish Widow. From the Scottish Widow adverts. I just want to say to her, you know...
Is it because she's sort of mysterious and hooded?
Partly that, it's also because I guarantee she's available.
Because she's just lost her
She's a
husband.
widow.
Yeah.
And I just think it's time to stop grieving. I think you've been grieving too long. I want to say to her, you're a beautiful lady.
And she's probably got a big lump sum.
I'm thinking she's probably got a sizable amount of cash.
Yeah.
She's obviously got a lot of spare time on her hands, not working or raising kids because she's wandering across the moorlands most
Yeah,
of the time.
her kids are probably grown up.
I'm thinking it's time.
Or they turn to crack or something.
But I'm just saying this. I think it's just time to say, yes, he was a great man.
He was a good man.
He was a lovely guy.
He worked
but
hard
he's
all his
gone.
life.
It's
He's gone.
time to move on. He wouldn't want to see you like this.
No.
Still grieving after 25 years.
No, he'd want to see her being humped by a big lanky thing with steamed up glasses, I reckon.
I'll be honest with you, he hasn't got much say in the matter. He's dead.
Well, alright, don't get nasty.
And frankly,
she's still not
she
over
is
it.
squandering that money. She could be out, she could be in Europe, she could be in Barbados or Hawaii, she could be spending that cash, she could lose the hooded short and maybe slip into a nice bikini.
Do you know what? I think
she's kept herself in shape.
I reckon she's wearing nothing under that.
That's
shroud.
what I'm thinking.
Dirty slut.
And I'm assuming as she's Scottish, that
Bloke to go.
he was obviously, I bet he was a little bit thrifty, he's probably got quite a lot stashed away that she's slowly working her way through.
Yeah. And I want to
Ding
find
dong.
out. I want to find out how he died.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Because if I find it's like, oh, there was a roller skate on the top of the stairs,
Exactly.
I'm going to reopen the
If
investigation.
it was in any way suspicious.
Yeah.
Questions
So, your
could
husband's
be asked.
dead, and she went, oh no, where's the money?
Yeah.
Steve Merchant's outside,
Exactly. Yeah.
built like a donkey.
Yeah. He's built like he's built like Oliver the chimpanzee.
Yeah, and he wants to get at it.
Yes. He's
So-
bought his tandem.
Yeah,
Hop on the back.
We're going off to the moors.
Yeah. He's gonna fly executive class.
Yeah.
His passport is valid.
I know
He
that.
knows that
He's
much.
got another 10 years on the passport. Well, I'll tell you what, the boys from Blur, they don't rock.
Sure.
Should we show them how to rock with a bit of Bad Company?
Do it.
It's a classic. Turn it up, Claire. Bad Company. Can't get enough of your love. I'm in a rock mood.
Yeah,
This
I enjoy
Carl's
that.
made my blood boil.
Yeah.
Really. I might even play a song, you're probably too young, called Spirit of the Radio by Rush. It's sort of like, for rockers, and people like that, it's like the ultimate sort of pomp, rock, progressive pop song ever. It's classic.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
You might hate it, or you'll love it, or you listen to it ironically. I love it.
Well, you know, I was listening to Led Zeppelin recently. I never really understood the rock phenomenon before, but I just understand it now. It just gets in your blood. It's extraordinary. Crank it up loud, and it is just visceral and amazing. And I wish I could play the guitar.
Sure.
Do you know what I feel like doing?
What?
Writing a little sort of hymn or a ballad
About to Carl?
to Carl.
Yeah.
We've tried threatening him. That's not worked.
Give that one more digit. We got half an hour to go. Because we're 3 digits, so it's what is it?
07968
Yeah.
15
Next digit, please.
7.
Okay, 157.
I hope you're making a note of that. You'll be able to phone Carl, leave messages, tell him what you think of him. Unless he phones. He can stop this at any time by just simply calling here in the studio.
You can just call and say, okay, don't. You can just call and say, please don't give my number out. And I'll go, as I always do when I'm winding him up and I'm slapping his head and I'm sort of like spitting on him and stuff. Eventually he goes, shouts, stop it, and I go, well, you only had to ask.
Exactly.
So if he calls, I'll go, you only had to ask. Flaming Lips on XFM 104.9. Well, we got through it without Carl.
I think so, yeah, I've enjoyed myself.
Didn't mention him much, did we?
I don't think so.
Don't think we need him.
I always quite enjoy it when he's absent, actually.
I
like
know,
having
because,
Claire in.
yeah, because we can have a nice chat as opposed to him just
Yeah.
going, remember when I had Chinese hair and they were old woman
Yeah.
eating her own legs
It's
and my
just
dad
really good
put
things, eh?
a Forrest Gump in a wheelie bin.
Yeah. Claire brings a certain kind of level of class to it, dare I say that, you know. She's inept in her own way.
In her own way, yeah. I mean, there's no one, there's no one any good working there. I mean,
no, I don't want to give you that.
There's no, like, proper, the only proper DJ is probably Camfield, I'd have thought, because he's nearly 13 now, and he's been in the he's been in the radio 12 and a half years. See, he took they tested him, and he's half human, half Vance. which is quite
he's got quite a lot of. I think he's got the 48 chromosomes. that Tommy Vance has got. That makes one Tommy Vance.
Tommy Vance, and a little bit extra.
Because one of those chromosomes is pure Jack Daniels. It's just Jack Daniels chromosome. It corresponds exactly to a Jack Daniels.
There's some Lemmy genes, I think you'll find.
In there as well.
But, although, I'll tell you what, I share with Camfield a couple of loves. I agree that one of the greatest programmes of all time is Columbo.
Columbo is brilliant.
It is amazing. And they're showing them all. There's so many channels showing them now. I think Granada Plus show them. I think BBC show them. I think everyone's got a bit of it.
I think he's made 18,000 episodes.
Are they still making them though?
I think they keep turning up.
No, they did in the 90s. They're not quite as good, but I think the original ones, they're great. He's got this great character, and I share that with him. I do like a bit of rock. Should we play Rush? It's just Spirit of the Radio. I mean, we get canned by people who like new metal and Blur and that and those trendy bands, all that, the kids bands and that.
But you think this is pure?
Yeah, I don't think this would feature in X-Ray magazine. They've got some great bands in them. They've got Kaloop, they've got Demp, they've got Flap Nibble coming out with their new single. It's an EP, and Strep, the early, not the later Strep, the early Strep, the unrecorded years, which is the only ones I like by Strep. And that guy in it, you know, the drummer Kibble, he's got his own fringe. He's in for a chat with Christian on the Breakfast Show, where you could win a trip to O'Neill's in Camden. This is Rush. Rush and Spirit of the Radio, everything in that. Let's put every type of music. Okay, go to reggae, into rock. Okay, opera, go mental now. Go mental on the drums. Double that. Double the. How many bass drums have you got? Just the one. Go mental on it. Right.
It is obscene.
That is everything in that, isn't it?
How long is it? About 4.5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's lovely.
People don't play music like that anymore.
There's only 3 of them. I just think there's that. Just one day in Canada. They just went right. We're only gonna make one single. So let's put every type of music into that single.
It's almost like a Stars on 45 version of music of the time.
Of every music
they've heard.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Are they still going? Do they still play?
I don't know. I have no idea. But that was for Camfield. There was Bad Company there in Rush for Camfield. Columbo. That was for Camfield as well. The A-Team. Do you remember once when we were talking about the A-Team and I was slagging it off on your show in the old XFM? And I was going, I mean, I quite like the A-Team, but sometimes it's too far-fetched to enjoy without it being ironic or it being for kids. And I could hear fuming from outside. I could feel him going. He didn't know who to call. He wanted to call Vance or someone or Lemmy. He didn't know. Right? And then I said, if you can't find the A-Team, they outwit the might of the FBI every single week, but an old woman who's having trouble with her landlord can find them. And the door burst open, and Camfield went, that is because Hannibal sometimes disguises himself as an elderly Chinaman. Series. Oh, that was for Camfield.
That's lovely. That's for his 12th birthday, which is coming up very soon.
Oh, he's 13, yeah.
Teenager,
Oh, he's gonna rock, Steve.
Indeed.
Oh, the phone's going. Play that, break. I can't stop.
Oh, it might be Carl.
Oh.
104.9 in London. XFM.
Wow, here's a bit of a turn up for the books. Carl Pilkington on the line.
Right.
Yeah, where you been?
Oh, I'm off there, aren't I?
Right. Okay, what's the matter with you?
Just, a bit bunged up and that, and got the shakes, got that sort of, that shaky thing to get.
Yeah, that's because you didn't eat last time when Suzanne was at work.
Yeah, well, I think that's what brought it on. Plus, she was away in the week and I put some wet jeans on. And I think that's what's caused the problem.
When did you put them on your head?
No, they were just on the Maiden and the legs felt dry, but they
Just
were
on the what? On the what? Have you got the Maiden? What was she doing there? What do you mean?
On the Maiden that you put clothes on.
What? Your clothes horse.
Maiden.
Your clothes horse.
Well, yeah.
Right, okay, so you put wet jeans on, yeah?
So that's why I'm ill and that. I'm
Right.
not having a good time. I've been watching the football.
So you're just sitting at home watching telly, where you could have been sitting here?
Well, I would have been better off there because I've got a chair there. I've got no chair at home at the moment because
Why?
I sold it last week.
Why did you sell a chair?
What, you only had
I
one
was
chair?
telling you.
What?
Look, can't we just, I just was calling up to let you know I was alright and that.
We're not interested in that, we want to know about the chair.
I sold it. I had a little two-seater and I sold it because I'm getting a new one, but I've got to wait another month.
So you've got to sit on the floor for
So
a
you
month.
sold a chair before you had another one?
Well, she might not have wanted to buy it in a month or something. So I got rid of it whilst I could. She was alright, buddy. We'll talk about that next week.
Oh, you're going to be in next week?
I look forward to that then. That's a dynamite piece of radio to tune in for. The
Yeah.
day Carl sold a chair.
Brilliant.
Alright. So you alright then? It's going alright?
But why did you take this long to call? We asked you to call since the very
Because I was
beginning. We've been
watching
phoning you. Why is your phone
Yeah,
switched off?
I heard the beginning. I heard the beginning of the show. I thought, yeah, it's going alright. They're there and stuff. Turned it off.
You turned it off?
No, I put a tape in though because even though I'm ill, I'm still showing an interest in it.
Well, you're not, if you're watching football and shaking.
Yeah, well, I'll listen back to it later, so I hope you haven't been dissing me.
No.
Right?
Definitely not.
Don't listen back to it, it's not worth it, but we haven't been dissing you, no.
And I've just been watching a bit of football, right?
Did you watch the Monkey programme last night? You told us to watch the Monkey programme. We all stayed and watched the Monkey programme.
Alright, wasn't it?
What's that?
Rubbish, wasn't it? Obviously not half chimp, half human.
I mean, they missed out a lot of the interesting bits.
They didn't have any interesting bits. Those are bits that you made up to make it more interesting.
The bits that I told you about 3 months ago before they decided to make the programme.
Yeah.
What were the bits that you came up with?
Well, they missed out the bits about, you know, the zookeeper.
Right, there wasn't a zookeeper, yeah, go on.
Well, there was, but they left that bit out.
Well, okay,
They
fine.
left out-
And they left out the bit where it ran from there in
I'll be honest,
1975.
In terms
Did
of those that did research, they actually went and filmed it. You read it on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chances are you're the one with the facts wrong.
Yeah, I think they also left out the bit when it jumped over 3 double-decker buses on a
Yeah.
motorbike.
On Evil Knievel's motorbike.
Yeah. So, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Not only do you not bother turning up, but you turn off the radio and start watching football.
Yeah, I turned it off, but I've recorded it. I'll listen back later and sort of tell
Well, what
you.
good is that?
Sort of, I like to keep it in shape and that. I'll have a word next week.
Alright. If you receive any phone calls from people you don't know, we don't know anything about that. Instantly, we don't know why that is happening. That is just going to be a weird, spooky thing. So,
And don't bother telling the story about Men in Black 2 either, because I don't think people will be interested.
actually, on the subject of Men in
Have
Black
you seen
2,
that?
What?
Have you seen that, Steve?
no, I haven't, Carl. Tell me about
You
it.
should see it.
Go on. Why?
Because there's this thing in it.
Go on. What, a stupid, bald Mancunian tosser?
No, weirder than that.
There isn't anything weirder than that.
Big eyes. It was gangly.
Keep talking.
And you've got to see it because you wouldn't believe how the likeness and that. You've got to get the film out tonight.
Right.
It's not as weird. It had a normal voice, right?
He's done yet, he's not even here!
I'll tell you what, mate, it ain't worth coming in next week.
Oh, stay on the line, Carl. Play a record, Claire. Kings of Leon, Molly's Chambers. What do you think of that, Carl?
Alright.
There's a surprise.
Oh,
Another
I tell you
insightful
what,
remark.
Steve is not a fan now. Not only does he know you've been slagging him off behind his back.
No, I wasn't slagging Steve. If you get it out on DVD tonight, you'll know I'm not slagging you off. It could be your brother.
I love the fact that it makes it worse, but he's thinking you're gonna go, oh, he wasn't slagging me off. It does look like me. I do think I'm an alien. I love the fact that you hope Steve will go, he's got a point. It's a spitting image. Yeah.
I am, seriously, Carl, I'm really angry. I'm so angry with you at the moment.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I know, because I know what it's going to be, and I'm just...
Why?
I'm fuming. I'll tell you why I'm angry, because he doesn't do it in jest. He
No,
doesn't
but what
do
do you
it
think
just-
it's gonna look like? What do you think this thing's gonna look like?
Gonna look ludicrous. It's not gonna look anything like me, but
No,
he's
honestly,
gonna
it
like
does.
pretend it does.
Does.
Go on, what? Go on.
No, it does look like you.
Yeah, of course it does. And you looked like the Human Z.
Well, you
I mean, to be honest, you did a bit, Carl. You walk like him. You're bold like him. You got a sort of gormless face like him. Any more?
I don't smoke. That does. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not well on that.
Oh, you're not well.
What exactly is wrong with you? You whinger.
Well, it's just, do you know, like